This episode of The General's Gentleman is sponsored by Ashes of the Singularity. Take control of epic battles in a massive scale RTS where you control thousands of units. With up to 14 players per game, it's the biggest RTS to date.
Welcome to The General's Gentleman.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Company of Heroes 2. Alright, we'll try that again. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Company of Heroes 2, the one with the balance.
Yeah, I'm going to leave that in because it was funny. Basically, Blake borrowed the other mic and left it at his house.
RIP.
So he has to use the headset mic, which means sounds slightly less sexy than normal, which is a shame.
I do give my word, I'm just as sexy in the flesh. So my voice has taken a slight nerf for this round of casting. Speaking
of nerfs, we're finally on this new patch. And there's probably been a couple of videos before this that have been the old patch, despite this patch being launched in, I think it was the 28th of March. So finally, yeah, the winter balance preview, which is now called the March patch because it wasn't launched in winter like it was supposed to be. It's taken us about 5 months of work, Mr. Smith, Mirage Flower, and myself. Finally, we have this bloody patch out. So it's good, great improvement, fixes a lot of things, but still many more issues remain. I played my first game of Company of Heroes 2 for a while last night, and it was just still fucking maximum spam, and I was like, God damn it. But actually, they also announced, oh, nice. They also announced there's going to be a little patch update to fixes some things like maximum, some British cancer.
Well played, Jove, who is spawning in as our OKW this game.
And Luciano is the US, already having locked in his heavy cavalry commander. And we are on Khan, which is one of the new maps. Sort of newish.
Some Pioneers, I thank you very much for the sandbags. Take those away from the riflemen after a very nice garrison evac.
Yeah, you actually placed that wrong, because you should be able to place it in a way where you prevent your opponent from taking it against you. Excuse me. Sometimes it's a bit... Oh, what are you doing, Jove? What? that must have been a misclick there. Sometimes you can't quite place it where you want to. It's actually one of the reasons why... Oh, this is nice wire. Oh, no.
No. Did you see that's Archon Hawk wire? That's what that is.
Yeah. No, the Archon Hawk wire is where there's an extra one as well for no reason.
Yeah. No, the Archon Hawk wire applies, so all good. And those Strum Pioneers are still chilling behind heavy cover as well. They finally retreat, tying up so much time from Rifleman Squad and the rear echelon, which means nearly 100% map control goes over to Jove. He's looking good, sitting pretty.
This is strange, actually. Double rear echelon here for Luciano. So, gonna go for a quick lieutenant, I assume, but doesn't quite have the feel for it. Great cutoff. So, yeah, I don't get the double echelon. What's that all about?
Yeah. Really make that much sense on the map either. I mean, a lot of engagements behind heavy cover on Khan.
Nice flank. I just love when flanks actually happen because they so rarely do. Coh2 is a game normally about just blobbing, not about actually flanking your opponent. So some maps are designed in a way to allow you to do that more than others. But also this Kubel is kind of strange. Generally on the small urban maps, Kubels have less of an impact, at least as the game progresses.
Much higher chance of them going down. Very aggressive capping coming out here from Jove as well. He's found a cutoff. He's actually capping strat point right next to the base of Luciano. Pretty nuts play. That one's going to be good because it will actually force off these rear echelon squads, which is cool.
But he has to repair it, and if your Stim Pioneers are on the other side of the map, especially once you start getting Vet 1 for your AT grenades, so it's been a bit slow because there hasn't been a lot of engagements, or at least the engagements have been pretty slow because they're behind heavy cover. Also, part of the strong bonus of having those scout cars is for the vision, but you can't make use of that sight range when there's so many obstacles blocking your sight range. Whereas having something like a Kubel on a map like Lungras or Famenville, where you can see where all those MGs are, that can be very handy.
Truck's already up and rolling. Could we see the Hail Mary mech here from Jove? Should we, given the availability of those supply crates on the Strum Pioneers, really has opened that up as a builder, especially when you're looking as good as Jove is in this game in terms of his fuel control and map control in general. 500 VPs against the 420 of Luciano.
Yeah, Luciano's really struggling here. He's cut off, so he doesn't have any fuel connected. He's getting his lieutenant now, but he can't actually afford an M20, and he has a massive float of manpower, so I expect to see a 50 cal or two to buy the time. And even these infantry is not trading too well here. Needs to get an ambo out. It's going to take a fair bit of damage here. Oh man. Even actually the Volks on this retreat could get the Echelon.
Do you reckon the Echelon was the best pick there, or should they have gone for the Rifleman? I mean, the Rifleman was like almost as low in health and models, so...
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I probably would have gone for the Echelon just because he was safer. It was actually pretty RNG that he got one of the Riflemen there. And the Echelon didn't die, which was pretty lucky. And so it is the 50 cal. Man, this game is looking pretty one-sided.
Really is. Heavy drops there at 50 cal. That means the squads are going to be next to useless until we can see an ambulance coming out, which is a long way away for Luciano if he wants to also reinforce these squads. Yeah,
and then even the fuel as well. He won't be able to go for his M20. And Jove got his battle group out. So he's going to have his retreating troops, his healing troops. That being said, Jove doesn't have a lot of squads. He only has 4 infantry.
Along with the Kubel. He didn't invest in the retreat point, did he? Is that where maybe his main post went? Did he go for that?
Yeah, he's gone for it now.
He is, right. Okay, that makes sense. Right. Okay. I was wondering where the manpower had gone, but...
It just kind of strikes me as a weird spot, though. You think here would be better?
Yeah. I mean, in terms of map movement, it's more strategically placed, but it certainly isn't as safe as a position next to the garrison is.
I suppose he wants to have both sides.
Exactly. If it's right in the middle, then you can move both directions, but it certainly isn't a safe position for the battle grouper. This is fine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good response from Jove. He didn't stay there until the bitter end.
Like retreat though, he needs to get out of there. Is he gonna try and force the lieutenant off? That's dangerous.
Yeah,
he's gonna drop that.
Man. Wow. Jove gonna actually lose the Stern Pioneers.
Right.
He rebuilds that one. Yeah, look at his squads. He's got 3 Volks and a Stern Pioneer. Because he went for his reinforcement point. The teching just in general is pretty manpower expensive, and with that Kubel. Whereas Luciano, 3 rifles, lieutenant, 2 echelon, 2 50 cals. I also need to start getting the habit of saying lieutenant now, because they may be moving to America to work at Stardock. So my days of lieutenant are over. Feels bad, man.
You're no longer welcome to cast for moving that machine.
My lieutenant.
My lieutenant.
I don't know, what else can we say that's American? Squads.
Color with an O and not a U.
Yeah. Yeah, most people don't know this, but the British word for squad is section. They don't say squad. It is a section of infantry. Apart from Company of Heroes, I never knew that.
I didn't either, actually. Yeah.
Just section.
Up until Company of Heroes, so. Yeah, Luciano's looking good. I mean, squad count will certainly do that when you're having 2-on-1s for days. It's going to end pretty well for you. Jove going for his STG upgrades, 2 of the Volks Grenadiers, as well as a Shrek for the Strum Pioneers. Probably predicting the M20, but I mean, is it even going to come at this stage in the game? Maybe not.
Yeah, probably not worth it. Maybe the flak half track, but that's been the anti-air half track, but that's been nerfed. But this is a good cutoff here. It actually prevents the munitions point, the fuel there briefly, and even the strat point too. So big comeback here from Luciano, but I feel like Jove he didn't capitalize on his lead very effectively. That full retreat point just wasn't necessary that early on, and I think a mech would have been great to see for Panzer II. It isn't the best map for it, but I still think he was in a really good spot. Especially because this is quite open here, and this is the cutoff. So the Panzer II would have a pretty good trade. Even the flag half track, actually. Like, you don't need to go the mech in order to get that vehicle. And the flag half track's actually been buffed. It's definitely better now.
Forces an M1 as well, and that's always nice.
Well, yeah, and because he went the lieutenant, he wouldn't be able to go the AT gun.
Yeah.
And then him go his captain. It's a lot of fuel, which he didn't have.
Yeah.
So this is turning interesting because double fuel now for Luciano.
SG going to be coming in next for Jove. So seems as though he's playing the long game. I mean, it makes sense. He's on 500 VPs compared to the 316 of Luciano. As long as he's not dropping squads, he's not in an awful position.
He actually has a Shrek too. Oh man, the Vox. Is he going to actually lose the Vox squad? Ah, close one.
No chase.
So sometimes what's good to do is if you're in a low fuel game is you just go for the weapon racks. Looks like we actually has some fuel munitions was spent though. I think he had more. Oh, he has got weapon racks, hasn't he? Yeah, he has. Nice.
Yeah.
I like that. Because that makes a big difference, especially when the Volks get their STGs. You want to have something equivalent. Because I think this munitions point was actually held for most of the game. So his munitions wasn't actually that.
It wasn't connected though with that.
Oh, really?
So yeah. This cutoff has been held for the greater part of this game.
Okay.
So his munitions weren't amazing. So.
But I think if you have enough for 2 bars, that pretty much justifies it. And then obviously it's that long-term investment as well. Especially with how the light vehicles have been nerfed. They're not such a no-brainer thing anymore. You know, there are times where you just don't want to build one. Not a thing that you always build every game.
And manpower for manpower, that was a very well microed engagement by Jove. With a lot less manpower worth of squads, he actually forced off so many of Luciano's.
Yeah, even without grenades too.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that Stern Pioneer was taking cover behind the barbed wire. Which doesn't work. This is good 50 cal positioning though. Still, the cutoff will be taken. Oh no, it gets pinned very quickly.
Stuff from the 50 cal. Main point of contention really should be getting this cutoff back. It's going to connect a fuel and a munitions and 2 strat points.
Uh-oh. This could actually be a wipe here. The Echelon were blocking the retreat for a little bit there. If he had a bar on that score, that would have been a wipe for sure. Still, Luciano having more munitions for 2 bars. Oof. I like that MG because he's versing a lot of squads. Especially with the Lieutenant, won't have the on me, which can be a good counter to the MGs.
It's a nice investment.
Oh, what? Looking for the AT grenade, but got suppressed just in time.
This guy's actually going to still fire at the Kubel from the looks of things.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, I guess another burst off. That should have been out of there. I believe Jove was kind of banking on... I mean, he got the suppression on the 50 cal, but it wasn't enough to save the Kubel.
Well, yeah, the suppression, it's accuracy and rate of fire. And the accuracy won't matter versus the Kubel.
Yeah.
And the 50 cal kills it so fast anyway. And he actually could have even decrewed this. Oh, wow, he may find this Panzer headquarters. Let's look at his vision. He's probably out of range. No, does he see that? I don't know if he sees that. He sees it now.
Yeah, he does see it. Should go for it.
It doesn't quite have the munitions for the smoke.
Yeah.
That would have been really cool if he smoked off the Volks Grenadiers and focused down the Panzer headquarters. Because even if you don't kill it, you still actually do a lot of damage, and then you can follow that one up. Especially if you have the captain for the AT gun, which he doesn't, unfortunately.
Definitely could have taken it out there. Just Rifleman, Lieutenant DPS, on the percentage that the Panzer headquarters was on, it was certainly an achievable goal.
I think you also get a lot of veterancy too when you focus that down, but yeah, it's a shame he didn't have the munitions. He had about 45, so he couldn't quite use the smoke.
Yeah.
It's in a good spot too, because that's his cutoff, so that's very important to hold this.
As we've seen in the case of Luciano, losing the cutoff for the majority of this game, only now reclaiming it.
Great house to be in, but not actually set up yet, so he will take a bit of damage here. Oh, he just doesn't retarget the 50 cal. Oh, nades, wow. That could actually be a wipe. Oh, jeez. It's a pretty small house.
Yeah. Not ready for it at all. The surprise nade is the deadliest, and using it on an MG in the house is an excellent choice.
Yeah.
Luciano finding the squad wipe there.
Looks like we have just the stall out for the Pershing. He's gone both his weapon upgrades, the grenade upgrade and the weapon racks, rather. And he doesn't have a lot of fuel, so Pershing seems to be the best call.
See Jove as well, stalling out for something from his Panzer headquarters. Finds a nade dodge, but he's going to drop this Volksgrenadier squad. That's going down.
Oh no, Jove, what's going on? Man, Jove is not playing like he used to. Jove, you certainly used to be one of the best players, arguably the best player during the beginning of the ESL, but I don't think he plays much anymore. And he's definitely not playing too well in this game. At least hasn't done recently. Oh, man, he's gonna hit that nade too.
Oh, walks into the nade.
That wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but still took some damage.
Actually hugged cover there, so not too bad.
Oh, big fuel investment. Is this a major? Wow, he actually goes for his major.
Okay, that's interesting.
I thought he was gonna go captain for an AT gun and then just leave it.
Into Pershing from that.
Good map for Rangers as well.
So you see squad of Obers out here for Jove. Give him some more firepower. It's not going to matter as much now that Volksgrenadier squad's gone down. I think it's going to be easy for Jove to hold a fuel point. That's really what he needs to do here. He's on 85 fuel. Still a lot to bank up. Currently on the sad plus 13 of only having strat points.
Yeah, having the munitions is going to be very important for Luciano, so he can get maximum bars. He has a fair bit, but he still has more room for more bars or even bazookas on his echelon if he wants to go down that route. In general, on this map, your infantry-based AT are better than AT guns because a lot of shot blockers, a lot of ways to flank vehicles. Nades for nades.
Nades for nades. Obers, however, finding the dodge and returning to heavy cover.
That grenade was funny. He naded behind him, expecting him to dodge backwards, but he just stayed where he was. Didn't do a lot of damage. The best way to dodge grenades is go sideways. If you dodge backwards, you run the risk of doing that, of walking into your opponent's their grenade expecting you to dodge. But no one will throw a grenade on the side.
Yeah. The nades weren't adjusted, were they? They were out of scope.
Yeah, no.
Nades, yeah.
The nades are still OP. Bundles, your gammon bombs,
yeah.
all that good stuff. Well, the guard grenade was the only one changed.
Yeah, I remember.
Which was kind of OP. Yeah. Not as bad as some of the others, but just because it was on the guard squad, which was a long-range squad. So you'd run up to it, and then you would just run into that OP grenade and die. At least with things like commandos, yeah, their grenade is OP as shit, but at least they are a close-range squad. I like all this wire, too.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh my god! Oh, wow! That was a sick nade.
That was a fucking sick nade.
10 out of 10.
So Joe should have seen that because the cover was outside of nade range for the lieutenant.
Yeah.
So he should have seen how far the grenade was being thrown from and knew that it was on the retreat path. But that was sick.
That's what I thought. I was like, that's not going to reach him, will it? Unless there was a bug where we accidentally increased the grenade throw range. Yeah, great throw. I love seeing those grenades.
Luciano, you're a boss.
That's one for the highlight reel.
Yeah, that was great. That was fantastic. Just playing on those natural instincts. Really have come full circle. It's gone from like dodging nades is like the most pro thing to do, and now it's like retreat nades are coming out. Now everyone knows how to dodge, so the higher levels really is turning into that fun mind game.
Yeah, ISG only on 1 kill. Hasn't done a lot. Come on, Jove. Don't. Oh no! Don't eat this grenade. Okay, good timing.
Good dodge.
That was close though. The building probably won't survive another grenade. Another nade. Oh my god.
Huge damage. 3 models left. They should be able to trade from this one, only dropping 1 more, I'm saying. So.
Okay, that'll definitely die in 1 more grenade. Or even
bombed.
the ISG may even blow it up.
ISG could certainly blow it up. Pop in for the vision, pop out again. And see the MG or the Obers, so we'll see this Rifleman squad forged off. And the biggest issue for Jove is not only is he dropping squads, he's dropping vetted squads. You've only got the Storm Pioneers are still alive, and the 1 squad of vetted Volksgrenadiers. The Obers having just hit veterancy 1.
Okay, HG Sherman, so this major tech definitely paying off. 11, not even 11 command points, so good timing there from Luciano. I thought actually he would have about 12 command points by the time he gets this Sherman. And he's going to have to retreat through this Ober, who's actually The MG isn't behind cover, so that's going to get picked up.
Nice.
Can steal that one with his over squad. Not the best squad there,
Not ideal.
but it's still better than nothing. And actually, the Sherman, nope, can't get that 50 cal, and hopefully he won't get it.
Oh, lucky. Ober's running towards it. They
Oh my
realize their
God.
misfortune. We could see an Ober wipe here if the MG
Jeez.
retargets.
I hate this tank so much.
Ah.
Oh my god. That being said, though, that was a bit of a misplay there with the Rocket, and if he just kept it, okay, I actually may get it, though. Is he going to pop the smoke? Pops the smoke now. Attack around. Oh, he tried, but he missed the shot. Yeah, if Jove just left the Rocket and where he was, he would have been okay, because the Sherman couldn't survive going down here with that Panzer headquarters. Just because if he went down and then went north, he would have got rear armor. So if he just kept it where it was, he would have got that extra shot off.
Well, but really nicely timed smoke as well from Luciano. The smoke cannons actually hit as the auto attack from the Rocket was about to fire, so it really screwed up the timing for Jove, who allowed it to auto attack and then it got cancelled by the smoke and then had to find the attack ground after that.
Yeah, and when you attack ground, you're much more likely to collide with terrain. Attack round is not the same as auto attack by any means.
There's the nade dodge we were looking for, Jove.
Good work as well from Luciano, capturing that 50 cal back. Triple cap has been on for a while, so the VP's score is actually evening up.
Squad of Rangers here as well. A nice way to fill out the pop cap for Luciano. Still a fair way to go before Pershing fuel is reached, so filling out the pop cap at this stage in the game is intelligent.
So Jove actually has a bit of fuel. Not quite. Oh my god! Oh, well, good suppression.
Yeah.
Can't cap that.
Luciano tried to sprint through it. So. Oh, he might actually get it, so he did. Well played.
Nice.
And smokes. Good play.
He nades it, but it's going to be too late. No, he cancelled the nade. Good work. Man.
See how late this P4 is? Still plus, it's been plus 13 fuel since I mentioned it was going to be plus 13 fuel for Jove. His income's down to the dumps and only now just hitting Panzer IV timing.
And that Rocket and Steel is so important because Luciano actually had no AT. All he had was that Sherman. And Jove now no longer has any AT apart from that squad of Stern Pioneers with the Shrek. So that Rocket and Steel is just so important. And Luciano is actually going to be building an M1 AT gun as well. I guess he's expecting a Panther. If it was just a Panzer IV, he maybe would not go for that one. Oh.
Nice nade. Now, the sheer amount of red in the top right-hand corner is kind of triggering me and making me angry. Machine, look at that. Look how many infantry squads there are.
Don't look at that, Blake. Look at the pop cap.
Ugh! I said I was angry, not that I wanted to throw up, Machine. 95 pop cap for Luciano compared to the 51 of Jove. Not great. Not great. I mean, Panzer IV is out now, but I mean, Luciano, there's nothing that can threaten him at this stage of the game. He has huge infantry presence, captain's out, and get the bazooka upgrade there, has the M1, has the Raketten, so the AT is there. Wide potential's available with the Sherman as well. AT Sherman's nice.
The Sherman's already Vet 1 though, or close to it. So, had a big impact so far. I mean, this is a pretty hardcore blob though. I think I would have probably preferred to see just a lot of bazookas. Because the problem here is Luciano's pop cap. Where going bazookas doesn't increase your pop cap. You don't have to spend a pop cap for every bazooka you pick up. But he will be giving away some pop cap by losing his Ranger squad. So I don't know what happened there. And this Sherman isn't actually isn't repaired. He can't fight this P4 on full health, let alone 3/4 health.
Almost walking inside bounce range. Bounce for bounce here, Panzer IV.
They both bounced twice. I think that was even an ISG shell. Okay, this good Sherman's going to go down here. The Faust will come through, and the P4 follow-up here. That was a really bad play by Luciano. What was going on?
He's going to keep charging in. The infantry has no AT.
Pathing? Oh, man.
Well, it was. To be fair, it was pathing, as well as just bad play, so, yeah.
It's like, you know, the meme where the guy's riding his bicycle and he puts the stick in the wheel and he's like, oh, pathing. It's like, yeah, okay, bad pathing, sure, but that was just a bad play. I mean, let alone the Rangers. Why would you try and fight a P4 with a Sherman on full health? let alone on 3/4 health. Like that was not a good play by any means.
Yeah.
The execution, the decision making.
There was no support, and also look at where the engagement happened. We look where the engagement happened. He purposely pathed off the road towards the victory point that's going to block his pathing.
Oh yeah,
purposely pathed in the direction that is going to block pathing, not along the road where he would have been fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just get mad when people make those really bad plays and then blame it on something other than their bad engagement. It just wasn't good. Anyway, the Raketin was wiped, but not going to be any steal here from Jove. That's such an important play because now Jove is getting this fuel back. The Sherman's dead, so he has a fair bit of breathing room. This P4 has free reign. He could even wipe this AT gun here.
Someone should get another shot off here. Ah, damn, drops the model.
What? No,
What? What? Redick, please.
Okay, that's the lieutenant, so no nade on that squad, but the rifleman's behind him. He wipes it. He actually should destroy this if he can.
I should recruit with the lieutenant.
Nice.
Yeah, that's nice. Good. And follow it with the rifleman. That was well played. Because it's still a threat. Even on virtually no health, the M1 is still a threat with the recrew.
Panzer headquarters is actually... oh, I missed that. He was actually firing at the Panzer headquarters with the AT gun. And there should be the Pershing coming up soon. Just needs a bit more manpower. Pershing would be incredibly powerful here. Doesn't have a lot of strong anti-tank.
Yeah. We have a bazooka at least on one of the echelon squad. That's nice.
A nice play. Going inwards is a good way to do it too. Late retreat.
Only 2 Volks Grenadiers firing though.
It's only 2, but it's a 2 with the STGs.
Yeah. Major with a pistol wiping a squad? No, I don't think so. Finds the flank onto the MG34 though. Never want to be flanked by a major.
That's embarrassing.
That's danger zone, that is.
Pow, man, the damage is
Pow.
just so bad.
Pow,
There's actually
pow,
losing to
drop
the
the
MG
model.
crew. Pow, pow, pow.
Yeah, Jove could have
Major
taken...
flank. That was pretty sick.
Yeah, Jove could have taken that engagement. I'm pretty sure he just retreated because he felt shamed by getting flanked by a major squad.
Well, he could have popped the forward reinforcement and just retreated a squad.
Yeah.
That would have worked.
Yeah, that could have been fun. New strats, man. Flanking an MG with a major and then forward retreating. Big plays. Jove in a salvageable position now. 68 pop cap, 80 fuel. He's got a bit of income if he can actually take back a fuel point. Panzer headquarters went down, I believe. We weren't watching it, but I'm pretty sure it did end up going down.
We have Zooks. We have mines being planted.
Should be focusing the M1 there. The M1's one hit off there. Actually, the Echelon might have repaired the M1. That makes sense.
Yeah, they repaired it. Nice.
Yeah, nice. Good play.
You know what you could actually do? You could put the major in an M20, drive into your opponent's base, evac, and use that retreat point. And then just mass retreat everything.
Does it work in your opponent's base sector, or?
Maybe it doesn't.
Never tested it.
Does it even work in enemy territory? I think
I don't know. Maybe not.
I saw it had the icon when he was capturing
Maybe
that
it's
point.
only when you have friendly territory.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
Okay, the Pershing's on the field. Volks Grenadiers have a long retreat path now in front of this Pershing. Actually blows up that mine. Good thing the Pershing wasn't chasing him at close range, else he would have tagged himself on his own mine. Okay, what's the Pershing want to do on this Raketin?
It's gonna fire at the left-hand model though, so I don't know.
That's why attacking ground can be quite good. Yeah, you can just blow this up.
Company of heroes.
It's very balanced.
Panzerfall could actually take this.
Yeah, it's very RNG based the way that he pens, because the penetration's normally pretty bad, but he got a lucky shot off there. If he didn't pen that shot, the Pershing may have just stayed there and blew up that Raketin.
It's actually a good bait there as well. Leaving not chasing with the Panzer IV. If the Raketin got recrewed, the Pershing tried to stay around to kill the Raketin. It took a shot from the Raketin. Could have seen the Pershing going down to a blitzkrieging Panzer IV.
It's actually good that we have that Luciano has two echelon there to repair that pretty quickly, especially with that veterancy. It's kind of the thing that I always do, is get a Pershing, and I'm like, yeah, Pershing! And then my Pershing gets wounded, and I'm like, oh man, I have no echelon, that sucks, can't repair this thing.
Still not commander lock in for Jove as well. What has he got available here? Fortifications. That could be
The Pack
cool.
43 would be very
Yeah.
nice versus that Pershing. And the S-mines are really good too if you just spam them, because there's a lot of munitions in the bank too. I mean, Command Panther's okay, but he already... Oh no, he lost his Panzer headquarters.
Yeah, I
Wow.
didn't mention that before. Yeah, the M1 ended up taking it out. So.
Okay, in that case, he may actually have to go for the Command Panther. That's the worst thing, is you invest so much trying to kill that Panzer headquarters and then just call in a better Panther.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
No great loss.
Or the King Tiger, even.
Or drops the model inside the capping circle. Forces a machine cap out of the Volks Grenadiers.
The Major Flank 2.0.
Hey!
He can use the retreat in enemy territory. Or that's neutral, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
Rocket didn't even go down there.
Yeah, that's really the problem with the Raketin, is the retreat mechanic allows it to survive infantry flanks, but its lack of health makes it get 1v1'd by tanks that it's supposed to be destroying. It's just a very bad unit design. You can't describe it any more eloquently than just bad.
Yeah.
It's just a bad unit.
Well,
That's
just by
poorly
looking at this
designed.
game, so yeah. But correct, they do have a Panzer Shrek. You have bazookas, so he just get around that garrison. Should be okay. Towards our VPs, 155 for Jove. He has been bleeding down Luciano on 242.
If he gets a Pack 43 around about here, he should be able to cover... Maybe not quite, but it's close to both of those VPs.
He'll definitely cover 2 VPs on this map with correct placement. Probably the main problem is he probably won't cover the attack routes to those VPs, so...
He actually went for a new squad of Volks.
Probably not going to go Jaegers. It would make the most sense to go Command Panther at this stage of the game.
Yeah, it's really either does he want the Command Panther or does he want that Pack 43? As for Luciano, might be worth going for a Jackson if we see a heavy tank or at least a Panther show up out of Jove.
Loving the veterancy is right up there, so still a bit of munitions to invest in terms of bars and bazookas.
What are you doing? Raketin.
Raketin.
What are you doing?
What are you doing, Raketin?
Thanks, Raketin. I'm a big fan. Love your work. 10 out of 10. IGN. Would recommend. Oh
Great
my
unit.
god. Raketin, you are so fucking bad. Jesus. And you know, we actually had some more changes for the Raketin and Relic made us cut them. Thanks, Relic. Oh, that was... See, the ISG is
ISG,
better
no, IT.
versus Pershing than the fucking Raketin. Anyway. So
Please note,
sometimes...
general gentlemen, do not recommend you build ISGs as effective AT.
I know some people get mad when I swear it's unprofessional, but like, I can't look at this abomination and keep my polite manners. Just, ugh. You should be ashamed of yourself. Oh, heard a grenade. Oh, wow.
Yep.
That wipe's going to be very important here if you can get this. Because Jove doesn't have the better infantry.
Not gonna see it though.
Though this is actually... Oh, man, look at this! Look at this! Why is he backing away from this? You should have gone for the wipe there.
Not the forward rocket in the area as well. Pershing does back away. Whilst chasing a
Oh,
long
is
way
he going
from
to mad dog
Faust.
this Raketin?
Really?
Yes! No.
Hey!
Nice.
Big plays.
It's actually pretty important.
It's well played by Jove, getting that AT back in his own possession.
Yeah, I don't know why he backed his Pershing away so desperately. Was he worried about that Panzer IV follow-up?
I'm guessing Faust Panzer IV was probably the deciding factor. He didn't have a lot of vision on the left-hand side.
Okay, so it's going to be another Sherman being built. You know what would be really cool? If you could block grenades with a tank.
Yeah. Just drive over them and absorb the impact, so...
Or like, make them bounce backwards towards the thrower.
Yeah, that would be
Like,
cool. Yeah.
you know, like lightsabers with blaster bolts.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this? Major Artie. Actually make it this house. Oh my god, Major Artie actually does something.
Hey.
Nice.
Major has been the most useful unit
Yeah,
in
right?
Luciano's entire
The
composition.
MVP in this game
Yeah.
can't be understated.
Two flanks and a garrison destroy thanks to the OPOP.
All for the great cost of
360.
only 5 pop cap.
Yeah,
Wow.
and 360 munitions for the Major Artie. So.
Isn't that embarrassing? Actually, all the officers are really bad that way. Look at this. The lieutenant is 8. More than a rifle squad. The captain is... Oh, it's 8. And so with the riflemen, they actually have better veterancy scaling. Just combat bonuses are much higher than the officers because they have the stupid sprint thing. And also they have the AT grenades. So those officers, not only do they cost more pop cap, they're also just worse. Apart from maybe On Me is quite good versus MGs. But apart from that...
118 BPs for Jove, 220 for Luciano.
So actually why a lot of times you see players put their officers inside of an ambo just to get rid of that squad. Actually drops that's a Zook on the ground.
Be a nice addition to... Strims can grab one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Should
with
be able
that
to.
Zook. They should be able to. I'm pretty sure we've seen that, so yeah.
Yeah, Shrek and a Zook would
Strims
be
at
good.
the moment the only squad that can grab it on the side of Jove.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Volks can't get
SCGs,
weapons.
Yeah.
Okay, Panzer IV is going to get hit by a grenade by the looks of it. Oh no, it's the 8 pop cap squad that can't throw AT grenades. Thanks, Relic.
You're bad.
Oh, actually, you still might get the nade though. A bit of a misplay there from Jove. Yeah, okay, the Sherman going in is on the HE ammo, but the Pershing is on the only kind of ammo he needs. Doesn't have the munitions there for that HEVAP round. It's actually a Vet 4 Panzer 4 Raketten trying to rotate here. Can this Pershing get the killing blow? P4 goes down. Oh, whoa, what's the Raketten sandwich? Oh, God.
Pershing does not want to be the filling, as it turns out, though, and it will back away along the road, along with the lieutenant. So it's actually a trade. Sherman goes down, Panzer IV goes down.
But definitely a good trade there for Luciano. That Panzer IV was Vet 4. And still 2 Rakettens on the field, though, for Jove. So still has a decent amount of AT. Looks like he's locked in his special operations. So he will go for that Command Panther.
Another thing you've got to keep in mind when it comes to big engagements as well. You might have traded evenly, but you also have to consider if you traded evenly, but you're the one.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay, that wasn't a wipe. I thought it was a wipe.
Does damage though, forcing the Falls off the VP, and it's just going to buy more time for these squads to run in. As I was saying, if you take an even engagement, but you're bleeding your opponent's VPs, that puts you in an awesome position because you've taken an even engagement and you've bled 20 VPs, so which gives you the advantage there. So having the VP advantage and looking for even trades can be nice.
I actually like the Major Artie because it's not very good, but it's only 60 munitions, so you know it's fine. But before it was like 100 munitions,
yeah,
and it was a lot worse.
Yeah, I made the munitions joke already, but yeah, definitely is better now. It is down to 60 munitions. Much more usable Artie.
It's good for just forcing away packs.
Yeah.
Which US can't normally do. Easily, at least. Okay, the Pershing looking for some Rakettens. This is maybe a little bit too deep here. Has to be careful of mines. But I don't think there is any mines from Jove, despite his large munitions float.
No, we haven't seen any. Luciano hasn't had the novelty of using the rifleman field defenses. Hasn't floated more than 70 munitions this entire game. Seen a lot of smokes coming down. Some unit upgrades as well. Major Arties.
Yeah, I like his play. He's done this very well.
Good play. Good stuff, Boss Grenadiers. Good stuff. So, gonna stall things out on 79 VPs compared to the 183 of Luciano.
So we'll be the Command Panther,
Yeah.
but a Vet 3 Pershing, it's about to be a Vet 3 at least. Very, very good rate of fire. Should be able to fight that Command Panther despite the OP mark target, especially with the help of a few of these Zooks. And this M1s are almost Vet 3, which is pretty frightening because It gets more penetration, yeah, at Vet 3, which it needs. So you combo that with the long range, good rate of fire.
Yep. 75 points for Jove. Unless he deals with this Pershing, it could be game over.
Well, I think if he focuses the major down, then Luciano will go on tilt. He will lose his most valuable squad, and what he'll do there. Okay, there's going to be 2 Raketans. Oh, that's the marked target. Oh my god, that ability is so broken. Panther going in.
Oh!
Jeez.
That was disgusting.
Okay, there's going to be a couple of Zook shots coming through, but probably not enough. Not enough munitions there for that Hevap round. He actually may get away here, but still he has the marked target, so he knows exactly where that Pershing is. He has a good sight range too. Nice bounce. Can he get it's a smoke there, I think, but maybe a little bit too late. The Panther's going to be already in front of it. Oh, and there goes the Pershing. But can the Command Panther actually escape? He will get this Ambo. He should have evac'd that Ambo.
Bonus points for the Ambo, yeah, I should have seen the evac, but that's right. Where will the Panther go? Can it juke the Rifleman?
Okay, there's
That's the question.
There's a bazooka on this Captain, and this Rifleman can get the nade off.
Yeah, so
if it actually trades it, it'll be a good trade, because look at the resources, despite the veterancy.
56 pop cap as well. Maybe if he gets a push with the Panther push?
Probably only...
No,
he needs 2 bazooka. Oh, he's got the nade off. No, yeah,
gone.
that's it,
Yeah,
dead.
it's gone.
If he avoided that AT grenade, he would have been okay. Oh, he's still alive, but he
oh god,
should
please no.
be able to get this
please
extra shot
die.
off.
Please
He has,
die.
remember, he has the sprint on the
For
Captain.
love of God, die.
He's lost the sprint because he's in combat. There it is! Nice play by Luciano, following that one up, having his Captain in the right position. I mean, that was lucky that those Raketten shots, they all penned when he had the marked target. I'm glad we have changes coming to that Command Panther.
Yeah, it could have actually gone down. That very first Command Panther shot, or the second one, when it was like rounding the building, Pershing could have gone down. That would have been like a, I don't know, a 6-second death for a Pershing, 100-0.
Yeah, so, the Pershing actually doesn't have a lot of health. It just has a decent amount of armor, so it's very RNG dependent. If you pen every shot, it's insane, but you also can bounce very often. And that's nade too. Oh. So the Pershing on the field again, and the Command Panther is going to be off for a while. And that's very important because Jove doesn't have a lot of VPs left.
Down to 56 now. Actually go for another Command Panther fairly shortly.
Oh, Jove should have used the arty flares. Then he would have been able to see his retreat path and be able to avoid one of those squads a bit better. So it'll be a double cap as the suppression does come through.
Press your attack. They're down to 50 points.
50 points now for Jove. Gotta find a wipe with the Storm Pioneers as well. That's brutal.
There's only a repair squad. That's gonna definitely be a big blow to this Command Panther when it's rebuilt.
The capture point is being overrun.
We'll even see it rebuilt. We might not. Nade's even gonna be dodged here. Doesn't know the heavy cover, so it's going to get the MG suppression, or at least it should. No.
Jove surrendered. GG. Wow, well played to Luciano. Certainly wasn't Jove's best play, but I think the follow-up play with the Captain and that Rifleman squad, that was so important.
Yeah.
If that Command Panther survived, that game would have gone on for much longer than what it did.
GG is enjoyable. So, yeah, Luciano did a good job of clawing things back. I mean, held on to squads, didn't lose them, even though he had a really bad early game. Jove just dropping too many squads. Shows the importance of squad preservation.
Yeah, I think it really shows that map control is often, it's regarded as being the be-all end-all, but the manpower battle is always the most important. Just how many squads do you have? How many units do you have on the field? And Jove, maybe getting a little bit cocky, was like, well, I have the entire map. I'm in a really good spot. I can go for this forward retreat point, despite the fact that I'm behind on squads because I went this Kubel. I got the medics out so fast. I mean, OKW, as I said, they do have expensive teching costs, and US have free squads, so there's always going to be that manpower disparity, but there certainly was more than what it should have been, of course, because he lost one of those squads early on. I think it was a Stern Pioneer squad. So, yeah, don't count your opponent out just because they have no territory. Territory is just one aspect of the game. And there's multiple factors. I think it's quite interesting, actually, is that there's so many considerations in Company of Heroes 2. You have the manpower, you have the fuel for your teching, you have the overall map control for munitions and such, but then you also have the VPs. There's a few things you always have to be considering. It's not quite so simple as just one resource determines everything, like some other RTS games. So, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this cast. Looking forward to seeing this Command Panther being nerfed, but despite that, Luciano winning here. The Pershing is insane, is also OP. I mean, the problem is, like, whenever we say this thing is OP, everyone's like, well, actually, the Pershing is OP. And it's like, yeah, like, I know the Pershing is OP. Just because I said the Command Panther isn't OP doesn't mean the Pershing isn't OP as well. So, please no flame Reno, Cappuccino.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
See ya.
Cheers. Yeah, they can't nerf this thing because this thing's OP.